Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dylby here, and welcome to another video on the channel. And today, guys, we are actually going to be talking about Fortnite Battle Royale's 50 versus 50 game mode. I want to talk about my thoughts on this game mode and whether or not I actually like it or dislike it. Now, this game mode came out a couple days ago. I'm not really exactly sure how long it's going to be here, but this game mode, for me, is a decent game mode. I mean, I don't dislike it. I definitely think that this game mode could have been a lot better than it actually is. I mean, it is fun to play, but they could have done a better job. Let's be honest. They could have done a better job with this game mode. But with that being said, I still have a fun time playing this game mode. So what are my thoughts on the 50v50? Now, overall, when I'm playing Fortnite, I much rather play normal Fortnite than 50v50. What I mean by this is I much rather play solo, duos, or squads than 50v50. I don't know why, I just feel that normal Fortnite is much better than this game mode. Now, based off my experiences with the 50 versus 50 game mode, I do notice that it's very chaotic. There's a lot of things going on in the game, a lot of kills, a lot of action is actually happening. So if you guys do like action, if you guys like getting a lot of kills, maybe the 50 versus 50 game mode is actually for you. Now, some games I played on this 50 versus 50, I literally didn't see a single guy until the very end, and then all of a sudden, our team got the victory royale. That happens sometimes, but for the most part, I mean, it's just super chaotic and a lot of things are actually happening. I do like the fact that you get a lot of kills and it's very action-packed. That's good. But when I'm playing Fortnite, I much rather play solos, duos, or squads than 50 versus 50. I don't know why. It's just me. I like the original Fortnite over this. Now, I'm not really sure how long this game mode is actually going to be on Fortnite, but basically, the day it came out, I played the shit out of it. But now, I don't touch 50 versus 50. I'm not the biggest fan. I just stay to, normal Fortnite. Now, that's just me. But overall, I think that 50 versus 50 is a decent game mode, but, they could have done a better job with 50 versus 50. I mean, 50 versus 50 sounds super cool, and the expectations for this is super high. And when you go into it, at least for me, I just think it was a letdown. I mean, it wasn't what I expected. And I know a lot of people out there think the same. Obviously, people are going to like it. People do like it. But for me and for a lot of other people out there, I'm just not happy with 50 versus 50. The one thing I do actually find super cool about 50 versus 50 is the end. Basically, at the end, when both teams are going at it for the victory royale, usually both teams have these crazy-ass builds. Now, honestly, these things are pretty crazy. Now, not every game is going to be like this, but for the most part, for the majority of the games, at the end, both teams have these crazy ass builds, and it's super cool to actually run around in these builds and try to take out the other team. The ending of 50 versus 50, the final, 5v5 or 10v10, whatever, the ending for 50 versus 50, in my opinion, is super cool, and that is probably the best part of the game mode. But everything else, besides the ending, I just don't like, and I don't see the point in actually playing 50 versus 50. I'd much rather go on and play normal Fortnite. So for me, I'm not a big fan, and like I said before, I think that they definitely could have done a better job with this game mode. I either have games that I get a lot of kills and then I end up dying towards the end, or I get a game where I don't die, at all, but I get literally 0 kills because I'm running with like 20 other people, and if we see somebody, they're all going to steal my kills. So, I mean, it's either super boring or just super chaotic, and then eventually you'll just die. That's my experiences in, 50 versus 50. So for me, I wish it was better. Now, I'm not sure how long this game mode is actually going to be on Fortnite. I don't think it's a permanent thing. I think it's actually going to be done in the next couple of weeks. Not sure at all actually on this, but I just not a fan of 50 versus 50. Now, let me know in the comments below what you guys actually think of this game mode. Let me know if you guys like it or dislike it or think it's decent, whatever. For me, I think it's decent. It is fun at times, but it definitely could be much better. Anyways, guys, that's it for the video. I'm Dylby, and I'll see you guys in the next one.